In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on November 4th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Boston Bruins versus Detroit Red Wings. The Boston Bruins are hitting the road to face the Detroit Red Wings in a significant Atlantic Division showdown. The Bruins have commenced the season in a similar dominant fashion to the previous year, when they broke the NHL record for points in a season, boasting a record of 9-0-1. Meanwhile, the Detroit Red Wings have emerged as one of the surprise teams in the league, with a 6-4-1 record, positioning them second in the Atlantic Division. The Boston Bruins have maintained their dominance, starting the season nearly as impressively as the record-breaking previous year. With a 9-0-1 record, they remain close to the top of the NHL standings. In their most recent matchup, the Bruins secured a 3-2 victory over the Toronto Maple Leafs, thanks to Jake DeBrusk and Charlie Coyle's shootout goals. DeBrusk also found the net in regulation, alongside Pavel Zacha. Goalie Jeremy Swayman demonstrated his prowess by stopping 33 of 35 shots in the game. DeBrusk's goal was a significant moment, as it marked his first goal of the season, a moment celebrated by the Bruins faithful. The Bruins are once again showcasing their ability to accumulate points this season, albeit with a shift in strategy. They were among the best defensive teams in the league last season, leading the NHL in goals per game. Despite losing key offensive contributors, the Bruins have leaned even further into their defensive strengths. Boston currently leads the NHL in goals allowed per game and boasts the league's best penalty-killing unit. Their formidable goaltending duo, consisting of Swayman and Linus Ullmark, continues to be a defining strength. The Detroit Red Wings have made an impressive start to the 2023-2024 season, aiming to secure a playoff spot for the first time since 2016. With a 6-4-1 record and 13 points, the Red Wings are tied for third in the Eastern Conference standings. In their most recent game, the Red Wings suffered their first shutout of the season, losing 2-0 to the Panthers. Goalie James Reimer displayed his skill by making 25 saves to keep the game competitive. The Red Wings have exhibited a well-rounded performance this season, a trait not seen in recent years. They rank 5th in the NHL in goals per game, even though they were shut out by the Panthers in their previous match. Furthermore, they are 5th in shooting percentage through their first 11 games and hold the 6th spot in the NHL in power play efficiency. On the defensive side, the Red Wings are 12th in the league in goals against per game and are ranked 10th in penalty-killing proficiency. As the Bruins have transitioned into a more defensively oriented team this season, they remain a formidable force, and Linus Ullmark, the 2022-2023 Vezina Trophy winner, will likely be their starting goalie. Ullmark continues his exceptional play from last season, boasting a 4-0-1 record and a remarkable 1.77 goals against average. Ullmark has a strong track record against the Red Wings, with a career record of 6-1-2 and a stellar 1.96 goals against average. Detroit has encountered recent struggles, losing 3 of their last 4 games. After a strong start to the season, the Red Wings have scored only 3 goals in total during their last 3 losses. The Bruins have been in fine form, scoring 10 goals in their last 3 wins, and they managed to win 2 out of 3 games against the Red Wings last season. Boston remains undefeated in regulation this season, while Detroit has been struggling lately with 4 losses in their last 5 games. The goaltending has been superb for the Bruins, who currently top the league in goals against per game. Linus Ullmark boasts a 4-0-1 record with a 1.77 goals against average and a .939 save percentage, while Jeremy Swayman has a 5-0-0 record with a 1.38 goals against average and a .954 save percentage. Despite their reliance on offense, Detroit is likely to face challenges scoring against Boston's formidable defense. The Boston Bruins have displayed their prowess and consistency this season, making them formidable opponents for the Detroit Red Wings. While the Red Wings have shown promise, they have been struggling to score in recent games. Boston's goaltending tandem of Swayman and Ullmark remains in top form, making it challenging for Detroit Detroit to secure goals. Given the Bruins' exceptional defensive performance and their consistency in collecting points, they are well positioned to secure victory, so the Boston Bruins money line is our full game side pick. In addition to the Bruins' strong defense, they have also demonstrated their ability to keep games low scoring. The Red Wings have faced difficulties against Boston's solid defense, and it's unlikely that they will find it easy to penetrate. Considering Boston's strong defense and Detroit's offensive struggles, it's probable that this matchup will result in a lower total score. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Montreal Canadiens versus St. Louis Blues. In the Gateway City, two teams grappling with early season turbulence are set to hit the ice in pursuit of two vital points. The Montreal Canadiens are hitting the road to face the St. Louis Blues on Saturday night. In their previous outing, Montreal experienced a 3-2 defeat against Arizona while on the road, marking their second consecutive loss. Meanwhile, the St. Louis Blues had the home advantage as they confronted New Jersey in a back-to-back situation on Friday night, following their recent 4-1 road loss to the Colorado Avalanche. The Montreal Canadiens enter this game driven to reclaim their momentum and swing the pendulum back in their favor. Their offense, though not explosive, has been highlighted by the sharpshooting skills of Sean Monahan, who has ignited the lamp 6 times this season. However, the burden of production doesn't rest solely on Monahan's shoulders. Cole Caulfield has been an equally crucial contributor to the Canadiens' scoring machine, tallying 10 points for the team. The output of this dynamic duo proves critical in games where the Habs require an offensive spark. In the goaltending department, Jake Allen stands tall as the last line of defense, boasting a save percentage that ranks among the elite goaltenders this season. His 2.72 goals against average reflects a goalkeeper capable of keeping his team in the game on most nights. Yet, the team's overall defensive performance leaves room for improvement, as the Canadiens have allowed an average of 3.1 goals against per game, a statistic that needs tightening for them to ascend in the standings. Examining trends, the Canadiens have displayed a knack for resilience, rebounding from deficits, as evidenced by shootout victories and closely contested matches that extend beyond regulation. However, the habit of playing catch-up signifies a double-edged sword. While it showcases character, it also reveals a pattern of sluggish starts. To gain an edge over the Blues, the Canadiens need to set the tempo early and maintain it throughout the game. Their special teams, with a power play operating at 20% and a penalty kill at 75%, fall in the middle of the league's rankings. The St. Louis Blues find themselves grappling with offensive woes, as goals have been scarce and victories hard to come by. The team is languishing at the lower end of the goal-scoring spectrum, desperately seeking a spark to ignite their offense. Robert Thomas leads the team with a modest 6 points, a reflection of their struggle to consistently find the back of the net. Their recent game against the Colorado Avalanche served as a stark reminder of their offensive challenges, as they were limited to a single goal in a 4-1 loss. However, it's not all doom and gloom for the Blues. Defensively, they've been robust, boasting a team goals against average among the league's best. Jordan Binnington has been a stalwart in goal, maintaining a save percentage of .916 and a goals against average of 2.61, commendable figures considering the Blues' scoring difficulties. Binnington's performance provides a silver lining and could serve as the foundation for the Blues to rebuild their season. The defensive core, anchored by the steady play of Colton Parayko and the experience of Nick Leddy, must continue to excel while seeking ways to support the offense from the back end. Trends highlight the Blues' reliance on their penalty kill, which has succeeded 78.3% of the time. This has been a lifeline for a team struggling to find the back of the net. A concerning trend is their ineffective power play, converting only 4% of the time. In a league where special teams can often decide the outcome, the Blues' inability to capitalize on man-advantage situations looms as a glaring issue. As they prepare to face the Canadiens, the team's focus will center on finding solutions to their power play woes. Despite being ranked first in fewest penalty minutes, the Blues must channel their discipline into offensive production. Montreal has dominated recent encounters with the Blues, winning both games last season, including a 7-4 victory at the Enterprise Center. The Canadiens have won 3 consecutive matchups against St. Louis dating back to the 2022 season. The Blues managed just 1 game above .500 at home last season, and their recent form is concerning, having lost 4 of their last 6 games, including a 6-2 defeat to Arizona on home ice this week. Given the Canadiens' enhanced performance thus far in 2023 and their goalie's ability to limit opponents to 3 goals or fewer in 4 consecutive games, Montreal has an advantage, so the Montreal Canadiens money line is our full game side pick. The Blues have struggled to score this season, with 3 goals or fewer in 7 of their 8 games. They've scored only 14 goals in total in their first 8 games, ranking near the bottom of the NHL in several offensive categories. Their games have either pushed or gone under the goal total in 5 straight. Likewise, Montreal has faced offensive challenges, scoring 3 goals or fewer in 4 of their last 6 games. St. Louis home goalies have been effective, allowing 2 or fewer goals in 2 of their last 3 games, averaging fewer than 3 goals against per game this season. Montreal has limited opponents to 3 goals or less in 6 of their last 9 games. Montreal has seen a balance split in terms of totals this season, with an average of 6 goals per game, falling to 5.75 goals per game on the road. 3 of their 4 road games have stayed under the total. On the other hand, St. Louis enters this game with an under record of 6-1 this season, averaging only 4.63 goals per game, although this figure increases to 5.33 goals per game at home. 2 of their 3 home games have finished under the total. The statistics strongly suggest that Saturday night's game will be a low-scoring affair, with the Blues struggling to find the net, compounded by the second game of a back-to-back situation. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Rangers versus Minnesota Wild. In a thrilling NHL showdown, the New York Rangers are set to clash with the Minnesota Wild at the Xcel Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. This matchup promises to be an exciting one, with the Rangers demonstrating formidable form this season, boasting a record of 8-2-0. Their stellar performance places them atop the Metropolitan Division and secures the second spot in the Eastern Conference. In stark contrast, the Minnesota Wild have grappled with a challenging start, tallying a record of 3-5-2 and currently residing in the 6th position within the Central Division. It's pertinent to note that the Rangers triumphed in both of their encounters with the Wild in the previous season. The Minnesota Wild will be defending their home turf after a disappointing 3-5 loss to the New Jersey Devils on Thursday night, marking their 4th consecutive defeat. Despite an impressive average of 3.5 goals per game, ranking 7th best in the league, the Wild have been hampered by defensive and special teams woes. Presently, they hold the undesirable distinction of the NHL's worst goals against average at 4.2, a significant departure from last season's 6th-place ranking with a 2.67 goals allowed average. Additionally, their penalty kill success rate has plummeted from 10th in the league with an 82% rate last season to a league-worst 63.6%. Minnesota's recent setbacks can't be solely attributed to their defensive woes. A significant concern has been their veteran goaltender, Marc-Andre Fleury, who has struggled with inconsistency. This season, Fleury has posted a 1-2-1 record with a goals against average of 3.25 and a save percentage of .888. While Philip Gustafsson has seen more ice time than Fleury, his performance hasn't been significantly better, with a goals against average of 4.48, a 2-3-1 record, and a save percentage of .882. On the other hand, the New York Rangers are riding a wave of success, extending their winning streak with a 2-1 victory over the Carolina Hurricanes. They currently occupy the 2nd spot in the Eastern Conference, and their resolute defensive play and goaltending have been instrumental in their achievements. The Rangers boast a remarkable goals against average of just 1.9, ranking 2nd in the league. However, their offensive output is more modest, placing them 18th in the league with an average of 3 goals per game. Notably, the Rangers' power play shines, holding the 3rd spot in the NHL with a success rate of 32.4%. Their penalty kill is equally impressive, ranking 13th in the league with a success rate of 81.8%. The Rangers take pride in their goaltender, Igor Shesterkin, who has played a pivotal role in their season's success. In his 8 games this season, Shesterkin boasts a 6-2-0 record, an elite save percentage of .913, and a goals against average of 2.36. It's important to highlight that Shesterkin has played the majority of his games on the road this season, winning 4 out of 5 with a save percentage of .910. The New York Rangers have displayed strong early season form, securing 6 consecutive victories and leading the Metropolitan Division. In contrast, the Minnesota Wild have grappled with 7 losses in their first 10 games, placing them only 2 points away from the bottom of the Central Division. The Rangers have excelled in defense and goaltending, with a goals against average of just 1.9, led by Igor Shesterkin, who holds a 2.36 goals against average and a .913 save percentage. New York's offensive prowess, led by Chris Kreider and Artemi Panarin, is complemented by an exemplary blue line. Minnesota Minnesota, despite averaging 3.5 goals per game, faces a formidable New York defense and concurrently struggles defensively, allowing more goals than any other NHL team, with 4.2 per game. Igor Shesterkin has a 2-1-0 record in 3 games against the Wild. In his appearances against the Rangers, Marc-Andre Fleury holds a record of 0-1-1 and a save percentage of .872. While the Minnesota Wild are expected to bounce back from their recent slump, their task is challenging against the formidable New York Rangers, who have been relentless in their recent performances. A crucial factor favoring the Rangers is the disparity in special teams, as they possess the 3rd best power play against the league's worst penalty kill. Even on the road, the Rangers are expected to secure a resounding victory, so the New York Rangers money line is our full game side pick. Regarding the game's total score, New York's exceptional defense, yielding an average of only 1.9 goals per game, and Minnesota's struggles defensively make the under a compelling choice. The total has gone under in 7 of the Rangers' last 8 games. In conclusion, the New York Rangers hold the upper hand in this matchup, with their resolute defense, potent special teams, and impressive goaltending making them a formidable force. Minnesota's recent struggles and porous defense add to the Rangers' advantage. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.